Hello, I am Hot Mess Ness MUA, otherwise known as Vanessa, and today is a collaboration. It is a collab with Jennie's Beauty, and we decided we were going to keep going with our astrology Zodiac series. Last month we did the Virgo look, and this month, well, you know how the Zodiac works, it's split up in the middle of the month. So we are currently doing our take on Libra. Now, if you know anything about the star signs, there are some very obvious depictions. The Libra is depicted as the scales. So it's all about balance. So you could see that in different ways. There's also looking into the characteristics of Libra. So I decided to grab little bits of both. Libra is an air sign, so I like to go with the purples, and then even my highlight has some shifts of blue to represent the air sign. And then I did the pop of gold on my lids to represent the scales. So please go check out my girl Jennie. Jennie's look looks something like this. So I always enjoy collaborating with Jennie because she is really willing to push her boundaries, and we're constantly trying to make ourselves better, and sometimes you have to just dive in. So I love doing collabs. If you want to see how I created this Libra inspired makeup look, just keep watching. So starting with coffee, no, just kidding. So I'm taking the Wet n Wild white pencil, more coffee, and I'm buffing that in. I am extending that out beyond my eye, and then I'm setting it with a white base. I actually end up switching to a fluffy brush and working that all over. And then I'm taking this bone shade from Kat Von D and putting that in the brow bone. Taking Baptism from the Saint Center palette, I'm using that as my first transition shade, and then I'm taking the next one slowly down, a little bit pink, but still transition area, but slowly working down a little bit more. Then I'm taking Lavender from the Lorac Brunch palette. This palette's $22 on Ulta right now, guys. It's on sale. So I'm working that, and I'm very specific in my shadow placement. I'm dragging it over and off to the side. Now I'm actually building up my crease, and this is Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette, but you could use any shade and just really dust off the excess, and working into a smaller brush and really developing that crease, but working a little bit lower. And the key here is direct placement. I repeat the step until I get the shape of the line that I really want. Now I'm taking Kat Von D ribbon and a very small pointed brush. This is a Wayne Goss, and I'm just working that into the outer crease and the line crease that I've created. So I'm dragging that in and then pulling it out. So you're creating this new lid shape. So I'm blending that out with a clean brush, but I'm very strategic when I blend in that purple area and then I reapply. Now I'm taking Urban from the Urban Decay Electric palette. These are technically not eye safe, but you know, that shows what I think. So I'm creating a new V. I'm deepening the outer V like you normally would, but I'm doing it in the area that I've created. Then I'm blending and building, blending and building, blending and building. Sometimes I take a Makeup Geek pointed brush and add more color and then blend again, and then the final I go in with my Wayne Goss 06 and really blend those edges out. Now I'm going back in with that lighter purple and blending the side edge, and then I end up working that all the way over, and then I slowly go from transition to transition to fix all the mistakes, make sure there's purple still in the upper creases. Now I'm replacing Urban directly with a tiny little brush, blending just where I placed that little bit of color, directly one little area, very specific. Now I'm taking the Makeup Geek pointed pencil brush and Chaos and really developing that outer corner, and then I add more of the purple. If you ever get yourself one Makeup Geek brush, get the pencil brush. It's so good. So I'm just dragging that over, building it up, and then I'm taking the bone shade and I'm cleaning up underneath the edges. Now I'm taking the Too Faced glitter glue and I'm packing that all over the lid, but I'm really careful where I'm placing it because I want this to kind of peep onto the lid. So I'm taking a Juvia's Place gold. This is a real like dirty gold. It reminded me of the Libra scales, so that's what I really wanted to go for. Then I'm taking this metal matte shade. It is a more bronzy gold, and I'm just putting that in the in-between of the gold and the purple. I am lining the upper lash line with NYX lower lash line, and then I'm going in and blending the lower lash line with the same colors. I'm doing the lighter purple, then I'm blending that out real messily. Is that a word, messily? I think it is. Anyway, then I'm taking the brush that came with the electric palette. It is very thin and square. I haven't found another brush like it except in another Urban Decay palette, and I'm packing that on the lash line and blending that in. Then I'm taking the blue and just working that into the outer part of the lower lash line and connecting it up to the top, so it looks real fluid like, you know, as fluid as I can make it. I'm a hot mess, what can I say? So I'm taking the Anastasia Aurora kit, popping some in the inner corner, going back to the Moonchild, and then I added mascara. I really wanted to thicken them up because the lashes that I use are really thin, and I'm just taking the same kind of blues and purples from Moonchild and Aurora and putting them all over the cheeky bones and blending them out. Then for my blush, I'm taking Coralista from Benefit, and I'm kind of draping, running that along my contour, and then I'm just taking Benefit's Dandelion on the cheeks, and then some nude lippies and blending them together. So I popped on some teeny tiny little lashes. I actually used them in another tutorial for bottom lower lashes. That's how small they are. So if you actually have your own lashes, you wouldn't need them. Because I have semi-hooded eyes, I love the way lashes look, but sometimes they cover up all the work that you just did. So that's why I chose to use very, very small lashes in this look. So I put on some lippy, and you know, this is it. This is the completed Libra look. Please don't forget to go check out Jennie's Beauty and her take on the Libra look. I'm really enjoying this series because it just, you want to think out of the box and do something different. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please go check out Jennie's, and as always guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
And today's look is an eyelash that's lifting. Damn it.